Good day, everybody. Tim Haefke from Top Notch Trading. It's Monday, November 16th, with today's MrTopStep update. I'm going to do a quick review of what I was looking for last week on Monday, and I just want to show you what I believe is going on. And we talk about this channel trend forever. Well, 2 weeks ago, we did finally settle in there, so we had every chance to extend higher, but boy, I'll tell you what, we came back through the very next week right here, and we settled below it. And all of a sudden now we got some selling into this marketplace, and if we see that at the start of this week, we are much lower, and maybe part of that is due to what happened over the world events in Paris. I mean, that's just a disaster in what happens in the world, and it's a shame, and I hope they put some closure to these guys and get the job done. But moving forward with this, if you look at this channel trend, right now the bottom of it comes in at 20.7720. So that's the second objective that it needs to get back if we're going to start taking off for contract highs. But I also said the reason we are going to fail last week is because they had every chance to find this trend line. So moving forward, let's go on a daily basis. So with this is the same channel trend on a daily basis. And if you can see, when we made this low way back in August, we hit it once, came back with the higher low, and then we got back in there, and for days we were actually selling above there, like I said, for a week or so. But we came back through here now since last week, and now this on a daily basis comes in to find the 20, let me see my cheat sheet notes, at 20.5780. All right, so that's our first resistance area that we're going to be looking for, the bottom of the daily, 20.5780, and then the weekly of 20.77. That moving forward are the two keys upside. Now let's go to the next chart. This is what I was talking about. We made a high of 21.10 quarter that failed to find this trend line. Look at where this trend line's coming in now. The price of that objective is 21.1075, 50 cents above the month high early November, okay? So with this, we are seeing this pullback coming around here, and now last week I showed you where that gap was. Well, let's look at the next chart. Here we go. The top of the gap comes in at 1955.80. The bottom of the gap comes in at 1943.5, and they settle at 1943.10. So I believe this still has an opportunity to get filled before we go back up and get into those trend lines. The other side of the coin, though, if they reach 57 before they reach 2057, before they reach 1955, I'm going to be wrong on that scenario. I'm taking an idea, though, that I'm still looking for lower ground. Let's go to the next chart, though, and see the bonds. The bonds had a double top 3 weeks ago at 159.02. You can see we slowly drifted lower and lower, and I was looking for two levels of 151.09 to 150.28. Last week we made a low of 151.12. We are seeing a little bit of a rally now in the bonds, so I take the 159.02 high down to the 151.20 low, 151.12 low, and our 382 Fibonacci objective is 154.10. I'm looking for that objective today, and we have a 100-day moving average at 154.21 moving forward. Those are the two targets of interest right now. I'll let you look at one last chart that we're doing here, and this is what I'm seeing in the channel of things. The channel is coming down on a slanted idea, so if we have any further erosion, if you look, right now that bottom of that channel comes in at 150.13. So that's our downside with our upside objectives. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time on MrTopStep.